I smoked for over 40 years. My doctor recommended that I get annual lung cancer screening. They were able to catch my cancer at stage 1. It's never too late to quit. Even if you're still smoking, you need to ask your doctor about annual lung cancer screening. Just 30 minutes a year could save your life.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
As an 18-year-old, I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
10 years later, at age 28, Jackie finished her high school diploma.
When I found out that I was pregnant, I know that I had to do something for myself if I wanted to make her a better person and provide a better life for her. My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person. My support team is amazing. The educational director, my sister, and even my 7-year-old daughter has just been more than the support that I could ask for. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Serve Nebraska believes that volunteers are part of what makes Nebraska great. Each year, the Step Forward Awards honors volunteers from across the state who serve their communities in outstanding ways. We hope you'll join us this year at the Step Forward Awards luncheon on October 27th in Omaha. Help us thank volunteers with a celebration to remember. To register, visit serve.nebraska.gov and click Register Now. We hope to see you there. Paid for by Serve Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
When the clock strikes 0 after every Nebraska football game, there's only one place to go for instant coverage. Tune in for the Husker After Party Postgame Show on 93.7 The Ticket for each game, win or lose. Call in with all your takes or text the show at 464-5685 and hear quotes from the players and coaches, too. It's the Husker After Party Postgame Show, sponsored by Anderson Ford and Vinny Kreekak of State Farm Insurance.
Hi, this is Pastor Tom. Did you know there's a place kids can seek out help when they're away from home and something goes wrong? They find themselves in a difficult spot or even a dangerous situation. Maybe another child is bullying them or a stranger is following them. Perhaps on a date and things just go bad. In Lincoln, here's where they can find help. It's called Safe Place. Safe Place is a national program for children taking place in thousands of cities across the United States. The People City Mission is sponsoring this program in our community and has set up a number of businesses, fire stations, schools, and nonprofits around the city to become safe locations where kids can seek out help. They just need to look for the big yellow sign that says Safe Place on it. Then go inside and ask for help. We will be quickly connected to them and ensure they make it back home or to whatever resources are needed. If you'd like to find out more about Safe Place and ways in which you can get involved, just go to pcmlincoln.org. Remember, when we all do a little, we change a lot.
It's been a busy day in sports. A lot has happened while you were up to your eyeballs in work. Catch up on what went down in Nebraska athletics, college sports, and your favorite pro sports leagues. This is Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket, sponsored by Canopy Street Market. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
It is 10:34 in downtown Lincoln. Good evening, all. Shout out to this wonderful crew. Mandy Monson doing the dang thing and breaking down Husker volleyball, and the number 1 ranked Husker volleyball team.
23-0.
23-0, 43 consecutive sets.
A hitting percentage of .488.
Just bananas, bananas. Watching that. Shout out to Chris Raff, Mornay Pearsonell, Ashley Mitchell, Emma Spence for a full evening of Ticket.
Yeah, Genesis was in here too as a guest.
Yeah, here's the part of it, right? That through all of it, we get used to hearing what it sounds like when people enjoy doing this. And it's important. It's important to have people that want to share stories, they want to share thought, they want to be connected, and it's not necessarily all about them. It's just, hey, we're going to come in, and sometimes it's talking life, sometimes it's talking sport, their sport, parents, or whatever it is. And shout out to the folks that hung out last night, because with Chip Baker in the building and that particular crew, and of course AJ Ferrari coming in, and they're setting up a big Friday night at Devaney Center. We're one sleep away. You're one sleep away from Nebraska versus Army and a packed house. 70 Husker alumni in the building.
Bud Crawford as well.
Bud Crawford is going to take them out. He's going to do the tunnel walk with
Jordan
them.
Burroughs.
Yeah, it's going to be a spectacular night. And then, they have given us the invitation, and so we're going to set up in the lobby there for after the matches. We're going to broadcast live from Devaney, and we'll just sit down and share with folks what's going on. And of course, we may have an alumni or two or a wrestler or two.
It's a loaded weekend,
right?
And it kicks off on Friday in a major way.
Well, it kicked off tonight.
Well, tonight with volleyball as well. Yeah.
Well, it was fantastic. So this week has been buzzing around Lincoln with the state volleyball tournaments going on at PBA, and having that and seeing the different colors, the different area parts of the state being represented, different student bodies, etc. Those folks came into town, and they've been around, and it's good to watch. And then the Husker volleyball, and of course, there's been the Pro Am tennis tournament, women's tennis tournament down at Dillon Center. Stopped by there and poked my head in the door to see what was going on. Some good tennis going on. Herman Peter Cobalt stopped in earlier today to break things down, and he gave some great insight on, quite frankly, a lot of the things that happen within Husker athletics that we may not have access to. And that's the best part of him kind of explaining his process, how he deals with recruiting, how he deals with parents, how he deals with the young people, and of course, culturally. If you've got, tennis is an international sport at the collegiate level. So a lot of the folks are coming into Lincoln, and, there's some homesickness happening, and you have to have a coach that's open to that and welcoming and inviting and connected to it. So
I like Peter Cobalt too. You know what? He doesn't use extra words, is what I can say about him. He's pretty, and not in a mean way, but he's like, you don't have to guess with him. He's pretty straight up and genuine.
Well, I mean,
which is why I like his conversations.
He's a coach.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a coach, and in tennis matches, you have to get to the point.
Mm-hmm.
Practice, you have to get to the point. You're not really. And he asked the question earlier whether that was appropriate for radio, because he didn't want to feel like he was shortchanging anybody or short conversating anybody. And I'm like, no, be you. Be you. If you are precise in how you speak, I mean, Becky is a say less person.
Mm-hmm.
I am not that person. So those that speak that way, speak that way. Be you. Like that. The worst case scenario is when you get on here and you're not being authentic. You're not being you.
Me trying to be you for a night DP, I would look like an idiot. You trying to be me would just look awkward.
Yeah.
You try to be somebody else, you immediately look way out of yourself.
Yeah. There's no, and you can't, I mean, there's also authenticity, and you can't fake it. And there's no reason to try, quite frankly. So, in the space that we're in, it's really kind of cool to watch the Husker athletes come in, Husker coaches, alumni. It's just good to watch. So I appreciate y'all hanging out and doing that. There were a couple of things in play. Of course, the Denver Broncos get a 10-7 win in just a riveting Thursday night football game.
10-7.
Oh, that was tough.
Yeah, what was going on in that one? Because Raph said he had eyes on it. Raph predicted it, though. And I don't know. I think it was along the lines of it's a divisional rival, and the Broncos have been up and down all year.
Well, Geno Smith was hurt, and there was some discussion of whether he should have been in the game. And the Raiders, I don't think they had a first down in the first 4 drives.
I think did Bowers kick it off for him finally?
Yeah, and then they score. They get up 7-0. Broncos tie it. Then the Broncos get a field goal. Opportunity for the Raiders to tie it. Missed a field goal.
How far?
45.
Oof. Not one you can sleep well with.
Yeah, I mean, he just pushed it. He just pushed it right, and Raiders couldn't ever get the stop they needed to get the ball back to get points on the board. The Broncos, again, a win's a win, and it doesn't really matter. But in this particular weekend, it's important to pay attention to how folks are winning games. And quite frankly, you don't care. The win is the win is the win.
You're still above the Chargers, which is the goal because they have the tiebreaker over you.
Well, speaking of the Chargers, I'm going to see them Sunday. So when I go to LA on Saturday for the Huskers and Bruins, I'm going to stay because the Chargers are at home in LA against the Steelers.
Oh, that'll be a good game.
Sunday night game, Steelers, Chargers.
Where do you at with Justin Herbert? I can never figure out if he's overrated or underrated or somewhere right in the middle.
No,
he's a good quarterback, but I'm waiting for that jump all the time that everyone keeps talking about.
Yeah, I don't lean to that because, it's sometimes just good enough to be good enough.
And he is good enough.
Sometimes it's just good enough to be good enough. We can get into all the particulars of, my goodness gracious, that's the whole thing with Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Why isn't he Patrick Mahomes? Well, because he's not Patrick Mahomes. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
We keep wanting Jalen Hurts just won a Super Bowl, and people want him to be some other version of himself.
Jalen Hurts is going to be one of the most humble and best and talented quarterbacks that gets a ton of hate. I can't figure it out.
Well, with the Eagles, it happens from time to time that a quarterback doesn't get the respect until he forces you.
I just thought,
but
true.
He's.
I just don't get a lot of ego for him, and that's why I'm always surprised that he gets on people's.
Well, I don't know that ego is the problem.
I don't think it is. He doesn't have any of it.
I don't think ego is the problem. Okay. I don't think it is. I think. Brady had ego. That didn't stop people from liking him.
No, but he was like there's a certain point where you're so talented and you're arrogant or ego. I want to say the same thing where people didn't like Brady until he retired. Mahomes is kind of in that camp where he's so talented and they're also winning, and people just don't until he retires. People will say how they love Mahomes.
Talented people don't care. They don't care what.
Well, no, they don't care if we care.
They don't care if you care.
But I'm always amazed by the fandom. There's like a certain chart of like where the fans will like certain quarterbacks or not.
Yeah, some of it's personality, some of it's location, some of it's the run, right?
Mm-hmm.
The run that you get on. I don't have a problem with any of these quarterbacks when it comes to that sort of thing, because playing quarterback in the NFL,
that's brutal.
You're one of 32. There's 32 jobs.
Yeah.
There's 32 jobs. Like being a starting quarterback in the NFL puts you as a leader of men at a level that most humans can't even fathom. The amount of pressure, decisions that are being made, the process. I was talking to Barry Thompson earlier, and we spent a lot of time talking about some of the misguided thoughts about quarterbacks in the NFL. And people say, well, great quarterback. We talk about rating the quarterback without talking about rating the quarterback coach. Right. And then giving credit to a quarterback coach who happens to be in a room when somebody's just playing quarterback at a whole new level.
Yep.
Right. And you're taking credit for Lamar Jackson being the athlete that he is. He's an Olympic level sprinter. But there's a quarterback coach that will take credit for Lamar Jackson.
I called that play. It's like, I would have told him to run.
I did that. I did that. You're the running back coach for Derrick Henry.
Yeah, you're going to look pretty good.
Yeah. And so we miss sometimes that the personality. I'm not sure that we know Dylan Raiola. I think because remember, he's not calling the plays. His understanding of what a quarterback coach and an offensive coordinator are asking him to do, and sometimes when a thing doesn't add up or click, that's the bridge. Is that quite frankly the quarterback who has to execute this thing either doesn't understand or doesn't agree with or can't fathom the thing that's being asked of him. And the person who's asking that of him doesn't care. They're calling from their comfort area. Like, we don't know how good the quarterback coach is for Nebraska. We think we'll find out more Saturday.
Yeah.
But do we really? Because what if it's TJ Lateef just being athletic? Yeah. Yeah. So
it's always an intrigue. But that's what I'm always intrigued by. Like because Brock Purdy was the opposite, where Brock Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant. He goes, wins to the semifinal.
But he was
in the playoffs.
he's a coach's kid.
And then, and
Like
then you get that.
the high level IQ and the ability to process an offense the way they were talking about. I forget who posted it, but they were telling the story of the 49ers back in the 80s, and that you had Bill Walsh's offense, that West Coast offense, and that Joe Montana had run it so fluidly and with such efficiency that they thought that it was the quarterback coach, or you thought that it was the system.
Right.
And then Steve Young comes in, and it's, well, wait a minute. He's struggling at things that Joe Montana didn't. What's happening? And Steve Young said, well, first of all, I learned differently than Montana does. Montana learned it differently than Walsh taught it. Montana said, here's the thing. We lined up. He told me what we were ultimately trying to do. But I pretty much determined based on he goes, listen, I'm going to go to the player who's most likely open because of what we want to do and how they're lining up against them. I already know that the third option is probably the best option. So I'll look at third option first because that's most likely where the win is. And then I'll go to the first read. And then if the first read's not there, I'm throwing that bad boy away. But Steve Young worked from the trueness of the offense. He said, oh, here's what we're in. Here's what we're looking for. I'm going to follow the progression. First progression is exactly as it was taught to him. Second progression. Third progression. Oh, he's held the ball too long. He gets sacked. And everybody's like, Steve Young holds the ball too long. Well, because the coach told me to follow my progressions. He didn't tell me to make the play. He told me to follow my progressions.
I got to get through 4.
And then he figured out, because he finally talked to Joe Montana, who told him, nah, bro.
It makes sense why the quarterback is the worst drafted position.
It's tough.
It's because there's a lot of things to factor in.
Well, one, because most teams and most coaches will not admit that they cannot coach it or don't have understanding of how to coach that player. That's where the misgiving is you'll find
Sam Darnold.
The guys that sometimes it's just a bad marriage.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means you married the wrong person first.
Well, I think the Jets might be a bad person, to be fair.
Well, sometimes there are people who just aren't meant to be married to anybody good.
Yeah, because they just blamed they're out of all the divorces. They just said this new woman's ruining the Jets.
No, it's Elizabeth Taylor. It's Elizabeth Taylor. We're gonna do this 8 times.
Yeah,
we're gonna do this 8 times.
Can I just shout out Justin Fields though for getting that win after having the owner of the team call you out as the reason you're not having success, and then him just being the guy he is and still finding a way to win.
But wouldn't it have been? It would have made too much sense for him to say, "Well, then you play quarterback."
I know.
Right? Tell me how
how
many days you play quarterback in the NFL. Tell me how many days you play quarterback in college. Tell me, sit in film study with me and tell me what I should be seeing. But those are, and I can tell you, there are quarterbacks who have had those comments with their owners. If you think this is so easy, come sit in film study and tell me what I'm supposed to see. Tell me what you see. And the moment you can tell me and get this right, then you'll be right. So we'll throw it a break and close out this first hour here when we come back.
A career providing care that matters, great wages and state benefits, a team devoted to serving Nebraska's veterans and their families. That's what you'll find at the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs. With openings in nursing, food service, administration, and more, our veterans homes in Bellevue, Kearney, Norfolk, and Scottsbluff have a role for you. Find your new career at veterans.nebraska.gov/employment. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hi, this is Pastor Tom. Did you know there's a place kids can seek out help when they're away from home and something goes wrong? They find themselves in a difficult spot or even a dangerous situation. Maybe another child is bullying them or a stranger is following them. Perhaps on a date and things just go bad. In Lincoln, here's where they can find help. It's called Safe Place. Safe Place is a national program for children taking place in thousands of cities across the United States. The People City Mission is sponsoring this program in our community and has set up a number of businesses, fire stations, schools, and nonprofits around the city to become safe locations where kids can seek out help. They just need to look for the big yellow sign that says Safe Place on it. Then go inside and ask for help. We will be quickly connected to them and ensure they make it back home or to whatever resources are needed. If you'd like to find out more about Safe Place and ways in which you can get involved, just go to pcmlincoln.org. Remember, when we all do a little, we change a lot.
The 2026 Love Nebraska schedule is here. Season 2 features 10 opportunities to catch your home team in Nebraska, with 9 at Baxter Arena and 1 at the Heartland Events Center in Grand Island. More matches means more chances to see your favorite pro volleyball athletes, like Lexi Rodriguez and Jordan Larson. Check out the full schedule by visiting lovbneb.com/schedule.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Boyd Farm Outfitters. Farmers, you need to know about Green Eye Spot Spray. With Green Eye, we replace your existing spray boom with a brand new aluminum boom equipped with camera technology that identifies and sprays only weeds and not your crop. The boom comes with 2 spray lines so you can still broadcast residual herbicide while you're spot spraying weeds that are up. Green Eye users in Nebraska are saving a ton of money on herbicides, but that's just the beginning. Learn more at BoydFarmOutfitters.com. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Nebraska fans, Wednesday, November 12th is your chance to meet Nebraska star running back Emmett Johnson in this free exclusive event presented by Baker Bands. It all takes place at the Courtyard by Marriott in downtown Lincoln at 7:30 p.m.
Johnson still on his feet for the touchdown. Too much, EJ.
Stop by, grab an autograph, and snap a picture with one of the best running backs in college football this season. The event is completely free to attend, but you can RSVP on the Baker Bands Instagram page today. It's your chance to meet Nebraska running back Emmett Johnson, Wednesday, November 12th at 7:30 p.m. at the Courtyard by Marriott in downtown Lincoln. Nebraska fans, Wednesday, November 12th is your chance to meet Nebraska star running back Emmett Johnson in this free exclusive event presented by Baker Bands. It all takes place at the Courtyard by Marriott in downtown Lincoln at 7:30 p.m.
Johnson still on his feet for the touchdown. Too much, EJ.
Stop by, grab an autograph, and snap a picture with one of the best running backs in college football this season. The event is completely free to attend, but you can RSVP on the Baker Bands Instagram page today. It's your chance to meet Nebraska running back Emmett Johnson, Wednesday, November 12th at 7:30 p.m. at the Courtyard by Marriott in downtown Lincoln.
If you came across someone struggling with hunger, how would you recognize them?
By their clothes,
their age,
the way they speak. Hunger can be hard to recognize. Learn why at IamHungerInAmerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America, 200 Food Banks Strong, and the Ad Council.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arons and Derek Pearson.
Welcome back. And we are headed towards the 11 o'clock hour. Yeah, if you're not on the stream, you're lost. You're lost. I can't make you jump on the streams. I can't make you do it. But if I were you, this is the look. This is, and you have to stiff arm.
It's a 70s look.
You have to stiff arm.
It does look better with that helmet. When you hit that, it's more believable.
Right.
The Heisman pose.
Right. Like it
because that's the helmet on the Heisman, right?
Well, they used to have
they
used to have all of the those pictures of back in the day. You were always jumping and throwing the football.
Mm-hmm.
nobody was really like, and the blocking stances were weird. All of it was weird. All of it is weird. But that's why we do it. And we have the collection of, I feel more comfortable in this, although the idea that there's no face mask, the idea that you're just,
it's kind of nice and terrifying at the same
at
time.
the same time, right? Because
you feel some,
and I don't know what
free.
the actual pad level would have been, like how much padding. There is some protection.
I mean,
there is some
not.
protection, but I don't know, bro.
No, your brain's rattling like a
Oh,
bird in there.
well, this is why there are two generations of folks who were just walking around.
Yeah.
They were just walking around trying to work stuff
And
out.
the crazy part is, it's like, it's like the football team. It's also the factory workers. They're in the same boat of like, yeah, they didn't do us a lot of favors.
Baseball,
Baseball,
listen,
just that era of dudes and women that were working.
these faceless leather helmets, football helmets, and I have it on the stream. So if you're in the car, you're just going to lose out. But if you're on the streams, you'll understand that. And the space between the ears, and the fact that I would imagine less frigid than they are.
You're tying that thing together,
Right,
so.
that there's some time, but what you know about football players is that they wouldn't like that thing under their chin anyway.
Yeah, it drives me nuts when I see a player who doesn't have his mouthpiece.
Right. It was the thing. You know what? I can tell you, I never once thought to not put my mouthpiece in, or to not have my chin strap done.
You bite down. That gives you the
It was
extra.
it was a thing. Now, if you were a play caller, I understood it. And
Like,
I
if you're
did
the quarterback, I can get it.
Yeah, I didn't quite. And if you were, defensive play caller,
Yeah.
right? So if you're a safety or middle linebacker and you're
But
talking,
then you're just talking and then you put it in.
Yeah, you just slide it in and then you go. But back when I was in the 70s, you had to have it attached to your helmet so the official could see you put it in.
Mm-hmm.
There are people who would act like they were putting it in and they would just hold it in their hand, and you had no way of knowing.
That's just such an extra step, though. Like, I'll just hold this.
But but you had the dangle, and there were two sides. So you had the ones that were one piece,
Yep,
that slid to the top teeth, and then there was the full mouth guard that was this rubber pacifier concoction.
Yeah, they have those
that you had
those
to
came
bite
back.
into, and I never understood how anybody could breathe in it.
Well, they got like the hole in the middle.
Yeah, I've never understood how anybody could breathe in it.
I always
That-
use just the top mouthpiece. That's all I ever wanted. When you put it in the hot
that's all
water.
I
and hold
ever.
it.
That's all I ever wanted. But I would mangle that thing.
Did you just like put it in raw, not put it in the water, and then just
Oh, I
naturally
would
form
fit it, but I often, like, if you were bored at practice, you chewed on it.
Yeah, it's such a chewable
You
thing.
chewed on it,
Especially
That's just-
after it's a couple months worn. It's
Oh,
your
that thing was
mouthpiece.
brutal. But that's when I realized, no, I had to refit them because it would cut my mouth up.
Yeah, how many mouthpieces would you go through in a season?
4.
Oh, you're really chewing on that
4.
thing. Okay.
4. Well, one, because I was getting work, man. I was getting work.
Yeah, I was chewing on that thing, but not
I was
like
getting
that.
work, man.
Yeah,
It was
hey.
carrying. It was, I was the hype squad, bro. Look, I'm gonna get that 8-yard rushing and talk a little smack.
Is that a real thing that you get more power if you bite down, or is that that was the thing the coaches said?
It was to protect you from concussion, keeps your brain from rattling more.
That makes more sense.
Yes.
Okay. I
Yes,
still
that
like
part.
having it in there.
All right, we'll throw the break, come back. One more hour of late night here in Lincoln.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Mike Smith, founder of The Bay. Join me every Tuesday from 5 to 6 p.m. for your weekly Disrupt, where me and local misfits will interrupt your drive time with this week's most interesting stories in sports, entrepreneurship, and culture. So tune in to your weekly Disrupt every Tuesday afternoon on 93.7 The Ticket, where disruption is just a phone call away.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Calling all caffeinated Husker fans. Looking to boost your energy and focus? Caffeine alone won't do the trick. Enter Cranium Energy Drinks based out of Fremont, Nebraska, founded by lifelong Husker fans. Cranium is more than just caffeine. Every can has highly dosed nootropics that help boost mental clarity, paired with 150 milligrams of natural caffeine to provide smooth, long-lasting energy as well as enhanced focus. Find it at Hy-Vee Health Markets in Nebraska and Council Bluffs, as well as select gas stations and supplement stores. Or purchase online at drinkcranium.com, spelled with a Y after the I. Enter code EARLYBREAK for 10% off your order.
Hello, Husker fans. Stop into Zollner Ford of Beatrice for all your automotive needs. Whether new or used, car, truck, crossover, SUV, or EV, we've got them. Shop our ever-changing specials at ZollnerofBeatrice.com or give us a call today and go Big Red. We are Zollner Ford of Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
It's been a busy day in sports. A lot has happened while you were up to your eyeballs in work. Catch up on what went down in Nebraska athletics, college sports, and your favorite pro sports leagues. This is Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket, sponsored by Canopy Street Market. Here are your hosts, Harrison Ahrens and Derek Pearson.
11:04 in the city. Lincoln, Nebraska Huskers women's volleyball, number one in the country. They knock off Illinois in a sweep. Pretty dominant. We'll talk about that. We'll get you all set up for tomorrow. Devaney Center, Nebraska wrestling versus Army. You've got basketball, both men's and women's, Saturday. More volleyball as well. It's going to be a busy weekend. Of course, Husker football takes off and goes to Pasadena. They're going to have some issue because of travel. And
yeah, there's been quite a few people. I don't know what it's going to look like at all. I don't know if you've talked about it at all. I don't fully understand what could all go down.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, I just see potential issues.
Let's be clear. I am afraid because I'm going to fly to Los Angeles.
You're pretty good at walking. You think about it?
I am not that good. I'm not that good.
Everybody who's been driving around Lincoln past midnight, they probably see who is that?
Yeah.
man?
Oh, they really do. They really do. And here's the thing. I love y'all Lincoln, but I don't trust y'all behind the wheel of a car.
You've been hip checked a couple of times, so I don't blame you.
It is just a thing where I do not understand what people are thinking. I know they aren't paying attention. They're on their phone. They're talking to the person in the car, whatever they're doing. They're doing everything but looking ahead.
The phone thing scares me when I drive.
Just to know that it is I understand the distraction. I just don't think it's necessary.
It's 100% not.
And I'm not walking that far at night. I'm just trying to get home. And I'm telling you, some of these intersections, you're just like, oh man.
Especially late at night, people get a little extra careless. Like, no one's here. I can run it.
They've had a beverage or two, or they're just getting off work, or they're tired, or whatever it is. And I'm just not trying to fight people. Like at 12:30 at night, I'm just not trying to work that hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get your stuff together. But it is a constant thing, and you just go, okay. But yeah, I mean, if they're going to run 4,000 flights each day, and you need people to handle that, and people said, if you're not going to pay me, I'm not coming to work.
Mm-hmm.
Because those are federal workers, and that also includes luggage worker, handlers, all the union people. You got to have that stuff in play. Except for when those planes get up in the air, you need competent people to manage those routes and manage the connections and manage the people.
Yeah.
And it's a Saturday. We don't even know. I would be curious to know how many sports flights there are on a given Saturday and Sunday. Right? I mean, you think of the 100 and some odd games each week just at the Division I level. Add in
basketball's starting up too now.
All the levels, add in JUCO, add in the other sports, add in the pro sports who, sometimes they're traveling Saturday morning, Friday night, Saturday morning. Some of those teams have to adjust their schedules to do that. Then you've got to move them to different windows. It'll change. You'll see some changes on the schedules in the next couple of weeks. I would guarantee you that the way the games are blocked will change, because you don't want them all at the same time. You're going to need to vary it some, so teams can make it. If you're traveling across the country, it's going to be a thing. So, I'm going to.
That's why I just don't know what happened, because I understand they'll get paid once it opens back up what they were supposed to be getting paid, but that's a long time. And if they got to feed or pay rent, they can't be there working for free. It's just not possible. So they can't. You're gonna be understaffed,
right? And they were gutted months ago.
Yeah,
and now you're gutted, and you're not going to get paid.
I don't know what's going to happen.
They don't know, and it is a thing that. Lays heavy. Next week, Husker Wrestling goes to the National Duels in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They're going to take a bus, so at least there's that. I'm going to travel with the team down to Tulsa for the Duels. Looking forward to that. Of course, tomorrow night, amongst all things, again, they're going to raise some banners. 70 alumni. Some of the GOATs will be in the building: Bud Crawford, Jordan Burrell, James Green, of course, Snyder. Tervel Delagnev, who's going in the Wrestling Hall of Fame.
They got a sick tunnel walk too, if you haven't seen it.
I mean, it's going to be a great tunnel walk.
Fans, kiddos, they can be in the line.
I got to do it last year, and it was absolutely insanity.
It's cool for the young fans too.
Pretty amazing to do that, and then they do an autograph signing afterwards. Pictures and autographs. So if that's a thing that folks want to do,
there's some good autographs that day.
Well, yeah, I mean,
from the team alone, there's great autographs.
From the team alone,
from everybody
the
else,
alumni, and of course, Ridge will be there. They're going to raise his banner. They're going to raise Antrell's banner, and then the debut of AJ Ferrari, LJ. LJ's wrestling at 165. Mentos in the building at 174.
AJ up there at heavyweight now.
Yeah, and comfortably so.
I was impressed what he said too. It was like, I haven't won anything. Like he's just a man on a mission. Like taking away the championship he has just because he's in a new weight class and
Removing human element.
yeah.
Removing the human element of failure and saying, nope, I'm not really going to deal with that. I'm going to get to work. And so it's going to be a busy weekend around. And again, we greatly appreciate the fact that we get to hang out in it.
Get to hang out at a lot of these cool spots.
Yeah.
And then we
you
get
know,
the cool people like Mandy Munson coming back here to hang out with us for an hour and a half.
well, you know, we have to pay tribute to the people who are willing to come in and inform us and teach us. And just when you know there's a lot of space in here, I can fit my glasses
No, you look,
under the helmet.
I wish you had goggles.
Huh?
I wish you had the goggles. Right
That's
now.
what I need, right? Right.
The stream is incredible.
Right. Yeah, it's a different look, right? But yeah, to go through NBA notes for tonight, Suns and Clippers. We've been worried about the Suns. They get a win over the Clippers tonight at home, 115-102. Devin Booker with 24.
How about that?
You know, look at them get and interesting. They only had one NBA game tonight. Only one NBA game tonight.
I know. It's a bit weird on a Thursday.
Yeah, kind of the deal. Now, you know what we do on Thursday nights when it comes to college games. We go up and down the schedule and try to make sense of it all.
Not the best slate of college football this weekend. I know.
No, it's not. App State came from behind to make it close with Georgia Southern, but Georgia Southern figures out a way to win it. They win at 25-23. Texas San Antonio and South Florida. South Florida put up 55 against them. So there's that. Tomorrow night, Houston travels to UCF. They'll play in Orlando. You can get in for $20. Northwestern travels to USC. Now, I actually thought for a brief moment, so it's got to be in LA. If I go Friday night, right, I can watch Northwestern and USC, right, literally right down the street. Except for I'd rather watch wrestling. I'd rather watch Husker wrestling. So we made that choice. Tulane.
Got to see both those teams already, anyways.
Yeah, I'm good. Tulane travels to Memphis to take on the Tigers. $44 to get into space. This is the state of affairs. Indiana, number 2 Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
By some, the best team in college football, but for the sake of this conversation, number 2. They travel to Beaver Stadium, University Park, to take on Penn State. What do you think a ticket will cost you to get in to see number 2 Indiana at Penn State?
I don't think the Nittany Lions want to go see that.
It's still Penn State. We are.
20.
We are.
We are not going.
We are
$25.
$25. We are not going. $18 gets you in the stadium.
Knew it. They're dejected.
$18 gets you in the stadium. Number 7 BYU travels to Lubbock, Texas to take on number 8 Texas Tech.
Ooh, is it 8v7?
7 versus 8, yeah. Yeah. 7 Cougs.
What time is that game?
Red Raiders. That is an 11 o'clock kickoff, which is, I don't know if that helps or hinders.
75?
Sir, I'm going to come back to that.
Okay.
I'm going to come back to that because it's a bit fascinating. If you went through the bulk of these games, especially early games, you can go to see Ohio State for $29 at Purdue. Ole Miss is going to play Citadel.
Okay.
I don't know why. $13.
Yeah.
Maryland and Rutgers, $25. Number 3, Texas A&M travels to number 22, Missouri. First of all, do you know what city they play in?
No.
Columbia, Missouri. I did. You have to bounce on that. What do you think a ticket price to watch the Ags, number 3 Ags, and top 20 Mizzou Tigers?
What does Missouri have? 1-2 losses on the year. A lot.
They're number 22. So.
Yeah, a lot at stake. I feel like those guys have been showing out. 115.
110.
Okay.
110. Number 9 Oregon travels to Iowa City to face the Hawkeyes. Number 9 Oregon travels to number 20 Iowa.
$150.
98.
Really, Kinnick Stadium. Come on.
Syracuse travels to Miami to face the number 18 Hurricane.
$12.
$6.
Yeah. The Miami surprises me a lot. Yeah, I figured that.
$6.
Yeah.
Auburn travels to number 16 Vanderbilt.
We don't have a head coach. Vanderbilt does. Vanderbilt coming off a loss after Texas. 57.
150.
Vanderbilt's loving it. Shout out to them.
150 for them. Number 23 Washington travels to Camp Randall to face Wisconsin. $3.30.
No one's jumping around. $20.
$7.
Yeah.
Way to go, Badgers. Way to go.
You're out of hell.
Way to just crap in your own soup.
Is that the lowest ticket? No, $6.
Those are bad numbers, man.
Miami.
Those are bad numbers.
How does Miami have?
Those are bad numbers. You can go see Wake Forest and number 14 Virginia in Charlottesville. Bonus points if you can tell me the name of the stadium in Charlottesville.
Memorial.
Scott Stadium.
Scott Stadium.
Scott Stadium. I'm there to help you. Florida State travels to Clemson. You know the name of the stadium at Clemson?
Death Valley. What is the name? I feel like I do know the name.
Memorial.
I do. Because it's like you got Clemson
Memorial. How much do you think it cost you to get in and see this was a championship game. Three of the last 6 years.
And what does it cost you to get into today? $20?
$40.
40? Wow.
$40. LSU travels to number 4 Alabama. Do you know the name of the Alabama stadium?
No.
Bryant Denny.
Okay.
Bryant Denny.
That's right.
Tigers roll tide.
LSU will not
6:30
be traveling. Alabama will be there, allowed and present. $130.
$50.
Interesting.
Sir, that's what I said. That's exactly what. What? Let's go back to the game. This is the game of the day.
Okay.
BYU is in the game of the day. They're traveling. Texas Tech is going to host the game of the day.
Yeah, versus BYU.
Against BYU.
Well, I think I threw 150 at that.
That is fantastic. BYU, number 7, number 8, Texas Tech.
Oh no, I think I said $75.
Give me a number.
We'll stick with my initial. We'll go. Well, no, I'm gonna change it. 150.
Higher.
Nice. Okay, 200.
Higher.
250.
Higher.
300.
Higher.
400.
Lower.
350.
Higher.
377.
385 is the get-in ticket.
BYU.
$385 is the get-in price to watch the BYU Cougars and the Red Raiders of Texas Tech University. Look at them go.
What's the spread in that one? I wonder. Do you have it?
I don't have the spread. I wonder if I can find it real quick here. Well, you saw the ESPN
Texas Tech 10.5.
They ended. That makes no sense.
That's what
that
it
makes
is.
no sense. That makes 0 sense. But they know something. So
a 10.5 spread for $384 is kind of crazy.
They know something. Well, here's what they know. That BYU. I don't know that they know what they think they know.
Well, BYU's undefeated. They beat a good Utah team.
Well, Texas Tech went to Utah and stomped a mud hole in them.
I get Texas Tech is really good. And I guess they're just...
they beat Utah by 24. So I would think that there are folks who think that, but they lost to Arizona State.
That's what I'm saying. And
BYU
beat Arizona State.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know why that would be a thing. I would try to make sense of it, right? That
unless they just count that as a fluke game and then they aren't looking at that and looking at everything else. But you know what? It happened. So I don't know if you can call it a fluke.
Yeah. There are no flukes in college football.
And then
it just is.
Yeah.
It just is. It just is. We're going to go to the big league. Ready for this? We're going to go to the big leagues. All right, kind sir. We're going to start with the Atlanta Falcons traveling to Indy. Well, actually, no, they're not traveling to Indy. My bad. They're in Berlin. They're in Berlin.
What, at 8:30 in the morning here?
8:30 here. So
Yeah.
we'll have 4 games on Sunday.
Download the ticket app.
Atlanta, Indy. What do you think the walk-in ticket price is?
I don't know, the overseas field.
Berlin.
I feel like they like it over there. I feel like they're excited. 200.
218.
Okay, nice.
218 is to get in. Your Chicago Bears host the New York Football Giants.
150.
140. Buffalo travels to Miami. Face the Dolphins.
It's at Miami?
Mm-hmm.
90.
105.
Okay.
Ravens, Vikings, U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis.
Vikings still in the fight. A little dejected, but you're looking for McCarthy. 140.
130. The Cleveland Browns travel to the New York Jets.
Browns, Jets. 70.
30.
whoa. I know it's bad teams, but
30.
that's bad for the NFL.
30. Patriots travel to Tampa to face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Who's Patriots facing Tampa Bay?
Pats, with going into the night, we're tied for the best record in the AFC.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 200.
201.
Ooh.
Well done. Well done. Saints travel to Charlotte, Carolina. You know the name of the stadium in Charlotte?
Tepper Stadium. I don't know.
Bank might as well be Tepper. Bank of America Stadium.
I feel like that's a bad game. $40.
$65.
How is Miami that expensive? In the 90s.
All right, bro. This
paying $90 to watch it get embarrassed.
105. Jacksonville travels to Houston. 12 o'clock. NRG Stadium.
90.
$30.
Texans, come on.
$30. Well, your quarterback got concussed, got knocked out. So I guess.
Good point.
People
That
tend to
hurt
do
prices.
that. The Arizona Cardinals, fresh off a big win, travel to Seattle in division, in conference, in division to face the Seattle Seahawks at Lumen Field.
Versus Darnold.
Mm-hmm.
They're about it. 150.
115. 115. The Rams travel to San Francisco, Levi Stadium, 325.
325.
That's what time?
Oh,
Afternoon game. Afternoon game.
130.
170.
Okay.
170. Detroit Lions travel to the nation's capital to face the Washington Commanders. Bonus points if you know the name of the stadium.
I know it. Let me get the number first, see if I come to it. We'll go no quarterback in 70.
70.
Okay.
Northwest Stadium. It used to be FedEx Field.
Is that one of the oldest ones that's active right now?
No, RFK. Remember they were at RFK, then they moved to FedEx, and now they renamed it Northwest.
Oh,
and then they're moving back to DC in 4 years.
It's like moving.
3 years. As I said, Sunday night, Pittsburgh travels to face the Chargers at SoFi in Inglewood.
I haven't looked at Chargers prices, but I feel like they're not good. 60.
180.
Okay. I take it back,
Sunday
Chargers.
night
I'm
game.
sorry.
Monday night, Philadelphia Eagles, IGGLES, Eagles, travel to Lambeau Field to face the Green Bay Packers on Monday Night Football.
They're gonna go. They have to watch that taste out of their mouth. 200.
150.
150.
Lambeau Field.
They always do pretty good.
I was surprised. I was actually surprised.
That Panthers loss, I think, hurt them.
Yeah, there's something you just kind of go. And then here's what's funny. I was looking at the NBA and the ticket prices.
NBA varies.
I could let me say this.
Night to night, team to team.
Let me just say this. And it's pretty fascinating. And we can just do a roll call because it's not even the face. Orlando Celtics and Orlando $33.
Okay. That was at Orlando.
Cavs in DC, $20. Raptors in Atlanta, $20. Detroit, Brooklyn, $20. Houston, San Antonio, $60. Charlotte, Miami, $30. Dallas at Memphis, $13.
Was John Morant hurt? What am I missing?
He was suspended.
Oh, that's right.
Bulls, Milwaukee. What do you think? Bulls
at Milwaukee.
At Milwaukee.
$20. Well, Bulls big market, $30.
$50.
Okay.
Jazz at Minnesota, $27. Golden State at Denver, $75. Oklahoma City, Sacramento, $36. You can go the entire weekend. If you go Saturday, none of the games will cost you $100. None of them. Sunday, there's one game. Wow. Okay. I'll ask you which game is worth $100.
Okay.
Okay. Minnesota, Sacramento, Indiana, Golden State, Houston, Milwaukee, Boston, Orlando, Oklahoma City, Memphis, Detroit at Philly, Brooklyn at New York. Only one of them has value.
What was that Pacers game?
The Pacers are at the Warriors in Golden State.
Pacers, Warriors.
That is second highest. Still not $100. The only game that you go to
who was the Knicks playing?
Brooklyn Nets.
Brooklyn Nets at Knicks.
$150 for the Garden. Numbers are crazy. Numbers are crazy. All right. I do have a question for you. Who are the two best NFL teams of all time?
Oh.
Who are the two best Super Bowl champions of all time? Yeah, I'm going to give you time to think about it.
Yeah, I'll think about
I'll let
that
you
one.
choose three. You can choose three.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Fair enough. We'll get to it. Harrison will tell us the greatest Super Bowl champions of all time.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Leaves are falling and temperatures are cooling down, but don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Winter leagues begin on December 1st and are open for registration. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker Watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate or team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at doubleeagle.golf.
Husker fans, stop into Zollner Ford Beatrice for all your automotive needs. Whether new or used, car, truck, crossover, SUV, or EV, we've got them. Shop our ever-changing specials at ZollnerofBeatrice.com or give us a call today and go Big Red. We are Zollner Ford Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
All ticketing options for the 2026 Love Nebraska season are now available. Single match tickets start as low as $16, even cheaper if you want to bring a group. Don't miss your chance to see professional stars like Jordan Larson and Lexi Rodriguez in action this season. Purchase your preferred ticketing option today by visiting lovneb.com/tickets.
Fall is officially here, and Brown's Shoe Fit has just the right style and comfort your feet deserve. Stop in to see a wide selection of all your favorite brands, including Brooks, Hoka, Echo, Keen, and many more. At Brown's Shoe Fit, they take the time to measure your feet to ensure proper fit. They also have the largest selection of Uggs and Hokas in Lincoln. Brown's Shoe Fit at 66th and Q.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man. You your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. That's doihaveprediabetes.org.
Wait, did they just say 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes? That's 33.33333% of adults. That means it could be me, my boss, or my boss's boss, or me, my favorite sister, or my other sister. That's 7 members of my 21-person romantic book club. Wait, the 1 in 3 could be me, my karaoke partner Carol, or my karaoke enemy Jeff. I'm going to take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
As an 18-year-old, I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
10 years later, at age 28, Jackie finished her high school diploma.
When I found out that I was pregnant, I know that I had to do something for myself if I wanted to make her a better person and provide a better life for her. My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person. My support team is amazing. The educational director, my sister, and even my 7-year-old daughter has just been more than the support that I could ask for. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Nebraska State Veterans Homes are here to serve veterans, their spouses, surviving spouses, and Gold Star parents. Join your fellow veterans and their families at one of our homes in Bellevue, Kearney, Norfolk, or Scotts Bluff. With a sliding scale to determine your financial contribution, an excellent clinical team, and plenty of fun activities, our homes are the perfect retirement choice. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/homes. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arons and Derek Pearson.
Welcome back. So Harrison, I just found this chin strap.
Oh, they do have the chin strap on there. Strap it up.
There's no place for it.
Just tie it.
Yeah, but it does have a chin strap. Isn't that awesome?
It does not look like it's going to do
Isn't
much
that
for
awesome?
you.
Like I would just, and it would give me a little more confidence, right?
Just enough to go hit someone.
Right? That it's not going to go flying off.
Oh, nice. You got it on the right way now. So now you got the actual covering your crown. Before it wasn't even covering your crown.
Well, I think I have it on backwards.
Oh, is it on backwards? Jeez, it looks safer backwards.
That's why you have it on backwards, because the back is supposed to protect your head.
Oh, yeah. It was on backwards. I think it just doesn't give me a lot of... It looks cool. Kinda.
Yeah, this is the right way. So you can see. You know what I wonder? I don't know that I ever saw a picture of a football player back in this era wearing glasses.
Were they wearing goggles, probably?
I don't know. Like, wouldn't that have been more?
Then they probably just, I'm just going to feel you. I don't need to see you.
Right? Like,
especially if you're on the line. Like,
well,
you're not
it's not like
glasses.
you're really throwing the ball.
No. Yeah, that's a good point.
Like Sammy Baugh, 33. Like, you know,
doing the eye test. It's like, listen, I need to see 10 yards down the field at
like
most.
Literally right in front of me, right? Literally right in front of me.
It's kind of, well, hey, you know what? Sometimes it works. Remember James Winston back in the day? He couldn't see. He just would see blurs and he'd be like, ah.
Yeah, but listen, even if you see blur, you still see colors, homie.
Well, that's it. You'd see the color, and it'd just be like kind of a blur coming towards him, and he'd make a miss.
I'd ask the question. It's like, bruh. He was like, yeah, it was. No. You could still see colors.
It's so funny.
Like your team's in white, bruh. Like
one of the best watches in the NFL and in college.
Yeah,
even at Florida State, I'll never forget the play where. Oh, the dude, I can't remember what happens. He had that ridiculous play where he like falls backwards. He does something crazy, and it turns into absolute tragedy. But then, of course, he does crazy stuff throughout the game to win it for him. But
well, he did the dang thing,
Without being able to see, very great.
Right. I mean, he'll tell you, look, it is what it is. They've done rankings of all Super Bowl champions.
If my Bears make the list, 85 Bears
Well, I
is
mean,
the one for me. Obviously,
you're one of 52. Like, yeah. Well, how many years is this? What year is this?
Is this 53?
No, it's got to be more than that. I just think this is an old report. I think this is an old report, is what I would imagine. How many Super Bowls are there? 59. So is this 60?
I think so.
This year's 60? This year's 60.
Yeah.
Look at them go.
Super Bowl 60.
Look at you.
It doesn't feel like that long.
Look at you. Well,
the 50th anniversary, like, geez.
I am old enough to actually remember Super Bowl
one. Well, Green Bay Packers and your Commanders?
Mm-mm.
I don't know who the other team was then.
Mm-mm.
I know Packers won it, and they're the first Super Bowl winner.
They won the first two.
Chiefs, Packers?
That's one of them.
First one? Second one?
Raiders.
And then the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm. So
Packers won both of them?
Packers won both of them, had the same MVP for both of them. So the first one, year one, they played it in Los Angeles against the Chiefs. The big story again was it was called the Super Bowl at the time. It wasn't even Super Bowl, and it really wasn't a thing. Although they drew 60,000 to the LA Coliseum, it wasn't what you would imagine.
So where'd they host that first Super Bowl? It was in LA, or was it okay?
In LA, 1967. So I was 5 years old. I was 5 years old, and I just remember watching it on my grandma's big TV.
And then were they wearing that helmet at that point in time?
No, it was full helmets.
Okay,
it was full
with
deal.
the single crossbar.
Full deal. They did have receivers had single bar.
Yeah.
There was some like Max McGee, who might have been the player of the day. He didn't win the MVP, but he might have been the player of the day. They tell the story of Max McGee, who's a longtime veteran receiver who, quite frankly, didn't think he was going to play that day. So back in those days, he and Paul Hornke, they would go and they would tie one on. And he shows up back at the team hotel. He's out all night. Shows up at the team hotel 6 o'clock, still under the influence. And they tell him that the starter, Carroll Dale, is not going to play, and he's going to have to play. And he's like, oh, boy. And he has career day. Just for grins and giggles, one of these, in the next segment, we can go through the Super Bowl acts, the halftime show acts.
Yeah, I feel like we've kind of fallen off a cliff on that.
Oh, no. When I take you back to what it was, you'll go, oh, no, this is bring on Bad Bunny.
Oh, really?
Oh, the first, I want to say the first 15 are horrible.
Okay.
Horrible.
It's just, maybe I'm being too harsh.
I'm going just off of recall. So they had Astro Men fly in to this thing, guys in spacesuits.
Yeah.
And they had these backpacks, these jet packs that allowed them to maneuver themselves in the stadium.
That's kind of cool.
Right? And they had these two big, like, Macy's Day football players.
Uh-huh.
With, like, moving hands that were
like you see on the Thanksgiving parade?
Like, moving towards each other. And they were supposed to shake hands, but it didn't work. I believe, I may be wrong, but I may believe that Al Hirt, a jazz trumpeter, was the halftime performance in Super Bowl I. There's a thing. Are you familiar with Up With People?
Sounds familiar.
Up With People. Up With People was a collection of singers and dancers, and it was the cornballiest thing ever. It was the Mickey Mouse Club on crack.
Like Kids Bop?
Just grown-up stuff.
Huh.
Yeah. It wasn't good.
Is there anything
It wasn't
close
good.
that you can make an analogy with today?
No.
So
No.
it was bad.
No.
It was uniquely bad.
Nebraska's marching band would be so much cooler than Up With People.
Oh boy.
They were so much cooler. Yeah.
Up With People Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They performed at 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
They're 1970s through the mid 1980s.
Yeah. 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 Harrison.
Why did they keep bringing them back? Is this a you opinion or is this a collective opinion?
That they were terrible?
Yeah, because I brought them back so many times.
It was America back then. It was America.
I'm gonna listen to
it. Was America. We did a lot. This was a generation of people whose the highlight of their Saturday night was watching the Lawrence Welk show. Are you familiar with Lawrence Welk?
I'm familiar, but I have never seen it myself.
You haven't missed one thing. I don't know what his nationality was. I want to say seemed German, maybe. Don't know. But Lawrence Welk, he spoke with that, and he was an orchestra singer that talked like this, right? And Lawrence, he would talk to you, and he would introduce the band, and then he had his own Lawrence Welk dancers and singers, and they were the most cornballiest. We were in an era, and your grandfather loved them. Your grandfather loved them. Your grandmother
he was in
loved
a German.
Your grandmother loved them more.
City.
Your
in North
grandmother
Dakota.
loved them more.
Yeah,
but they were on every TV in America, and I just have to tell you, we watched it. They had one black dude on there who would tap dance, and we were not having it.
Guess what? Guess the town name Mr. Welk's from.
Where's he from?
In North Dakota. Strasburg.
Oh, 100%.
German-speaking town in North Dakota.
100%.
Population today is 360 people.
Gentlemen, next to lovely learned about singers and dancers, and they would just go through, and they'd have tap dancers, and they'd wear these really poofy sort of outfits, glitter.
It doesn't sound great. I'll be honest.
It was on it was in every house in America. And then on Super Bowl Sunday at halftime, you got Up With People. And it was so this is what they don't rank them by year, because I need them listed by year. That's what I need. I need them listed by year. Because it was bad. It was bad. Hold on. I'm going to pull up the list because, okay, here it is. Now, you're not going to know most of these. That's how bad it was. 1967, the halftime show, the University of Arizona Symphonic Marching Band, Al Hirt, and the Anaheim High School High Steppers drill team.
Sick.
Bruh.
Come on, you get the Anaheim High Steppers?
Bruh.
You know it's a party.
Year 2, at least they made an effort, because it was the Grambling State Marching Band. The game was in Miami. The following year in Miami, so they went back-to-back Orange Bowl 2 years in a row just from weather. You count on it. Florida A&M marching bands.
Using college bands and local high school bands.
Historically black bands, because they were the most entertaining. And even back then, folks knew that the best bands were black bands. Super Bowl 4, January 1970, they played in Tulane in a fine bit of weather. Carol Channing, Lionel Hampton, Doc Severinsen. This was the most jazziest thing ever.
Al Hirt?
Al Hirt was year 1. Yeah, he made year 1 and year 4. Al Hirt was this soulful jazz trumpeter, and he wore really cool hats. That was kind of his thing. Super Bowl 5 in Miami, the Southeast Missouri State Marching Band, Up With People, and Anita Bryant. Are you familiar with Anita Bryant? Just Google. I'm just going to leave that for you.
I don't know.
1972, they're back at Tulane Stadium. They did a salute to Louis Armstrong, the great Satchmo, Ella Fitzgerald, Carol Channing, Al Hurt, and the Air Force Academy choir. And then the U.S. Marines drill team. 1973, University of Michigan Marching Band. This was in Los Angeles. Woody Herman, Andy Williams, the familiar Christmas crooner, Andy Williams. Then they brought in the University of Texas Marching Band when they went to Houston. They played at Rice Stadium, which is easily the worst stadium the Super Bowl's ever been in. The Rice Stadium, this is terrible. This is a terrible building. And the weather was awful. And it rained. It was terrible. And they said they'd never go back. Went back to Tulane. Yeah, went back to Tulane, tribute, more jazz. Duke Ellington's son, and then Grambling State Marching Band. This is when it really hit fire. Up with People, 1976. A tribute to America's bicentennial. So we were in our patriotism phase.
Oh, they start bringing in producers too.
Mm-hmm.
The Walt Disney Company.
Well, because here comes It's a Small World.
Mm-hmm.
All the Mouseketeers. All the Mouseketeers.
Makes sense. The Walt Disney Company was the producer for that.
1978. The reemergence of Al Hurt and Pete Fountain. 1979. Ken Hamilton and various Caribbean bands.
What?
Bruh.
Salute to Caribbean.
Salute to Caribbean, bruh. We were doing it.
It's such a random thing to have your Super Bowl.
And no, the most random thing ever is the following year, 1980, at the Rose Bowl. A salute to the big band era with Grambling State Marching Band and Up with People.
That doesn't.
That doesn't work. That's steak and peanut butter. That's gumbo. That's gumbo and mayo.
That's putting diesel on a gas.
Southern University Marching Band the following year because they were in Louisiana.
Yeah, Mardi Gras. Okay.
Back to Pontiac, Michigan, and Up with People. They tried to salute Motown by not having any black acts.
Salute to Motown with Up with People.
In 83 at the Rose Bowl, the Los Angeles Super Drill Team.
The hell is that, DP?
Bruh, when I tell you how bad this was.
What is the Super Drill Team?
This is bad. The following year, they go to Tampa, Florida State Marching Band, and University of Florida Marching Band. Salute to Superstars of Silver Screen. World of Children's Dreams. Tops in Blue. The Air Force Academy Entertainment. Back to Up with People in 1986.
Beat of the Future was the theme.
Bruh,
Up with People.
And maybe the greatest lineup in history. Disney characters, the Southern California all area high school drill teams and dancers. George Burns, who even then was 100 years old. Mickey Rooney and the Grambling State Band. Bruh, that is a lineup. That is a mishmash of everything in your refrigerator. And you just said, hey, have at it.
Also, a salute to Hollywood's 100th anniversary.
Bruh. 1988, Chubby Checker, the Rockettes, and 88 grand piano players.
Wait, what? There's what, 88 piano players down there?
88 grand piano players.
Interesting.
I don't even know who Elvis Presto is.
Someone really trying to play on with Elvis
In
Presley.
1989, Elvis Presto and the South Florida area dancers and performers. This was a rock and roll bebop bamboozle.
So literally just playing off the name of
Bruh. Pete Fountain returned back, more jazz. Doug Kershaw and the Southern University Band, the 40th anniversary, 40 year of happiness celebration. And then, 1991, New Kids on the Block.
All right.
With Disney characters. Warren Moon. Why is Warren? I now need to go back and figure out why Warren Moon was listed as a performer. I need to go back and figure that out. Okay, we're going to go to break. We're going to find out what that is.
I was just
we got to find out
Googling
what
it
that is.
as he was speaking.
We got to know. We got to know why Warren Moon,
as a performer, he's listed
in 91, bro.
Yeah.
He was still playing.
Tap dancing? I don't know.
I don't know. Things to find out. We'll be back.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Fall is officially here, and Brown's Shoe Fit has just the right style and comfort your feet deserve. Stop in to see a wide selection of all your favorite brands, including Brooks, Hoka, Echo, Keen, and many more. At Brown's Shoe Fit, they take the time to measure your feet to ensure proper fit. They also have the largest selection of Uggs and Hokas in Lincoln. Brown's Shoe Fit at 66th and Q.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Score big with rebates up to $2,000 on the Kawasaki NAV, Kawasaki's first ever fully electric personal transportation vehicle designed for cruising the good life. Be the first to NAV your neighborhood. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location, where they can't wait to get you set up for football season.
Hello, Husker fans. Stop into Zollner Ford Beatrice for all your automotive needs. Whether new or used, car, truck, crossover, SUV, or EV, we've got them. Shop our ever-changing specials at ZollnerofBeatrice.com or give us a call today and go Big Red. We are Zollner Ford Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Copple Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Copple is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Copple Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at CoppleCars.com.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikiak, today at 402-474-1173.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Copple Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Copple is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Copple Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at CoppleCars.com.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arons and Derek Pearson.
Yeah, down the rabbit hole. Okay, so what did we figure out about Warren Moon?
So he performed. He's basically just on stage in the 91 Super Bowl with what's the female mouse?
Minnie.
Yeah, he's just hanging out with Minnie, and Minnie's like they're all dancing around.
That's
Warren
not
Moon.
weird. That's not weird.
He's just sitting there, just not doing much.
That's not weird at all.
And it was funny when I looked it up. The first thing that came up was the worst halftime show ever, the kid-friendly 91 halftime Super Bowl show.
It is. They should have been ashamed of themselves.
They were, as you told me.
They were ashamed of
figured it out.
themselves. The following year, they went with New Kids on the Block and Disney. And well, that was that year. And then the following year, they went with Gloria Estefan. But they did, that's enough tan, because then they went and got Brian Boitano, Dorothy Hamill, and the 1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team. That was the move. The ratings were so bad that Living Color went against this lineup by doing a live show for Super Bowl. And Living Color, the TV show, of course, the Wayans brothers. They so dominated the ratings that it changed it forever. They changed it forever. So much so. The numbers were so brutal. Okay, so let me read what it says. The 1992 special episode of the Fox sketch comedy for Super Bowl 25, directly competing with the official halftime entertaining, the immense popularity to have viewership demonstrated a potential for more dynamic halftime shows. The National Football League paid attention and then booked the following year. They booked Michael Jackson. And that changed it forever. Thank you, Keenan Wayans. Thank you.
Didn't want a little more up with people. How many times do you think they bring him back if that didn't happen? They probably would have brought him back 50th anniversary.
We literally, they had Brian Boitano and Dorothy Hamill skating at halftime of the Super Bowl.
They had Warren Moon dancing with Minnie.
Warren Moon's just like, what?
In uniform. He's not even dressed up for it. He's just in his uniform.
Is he in his uniform?
Yes, he's in his uniform.
He's in his uniform.
He's wearing the cleats and everything, just on stage.
God. Oh, God.
It's pretty funny.
Oh, that goes straight to
Just
social
kind of
media.
awkwardly, like with Minnie.
That's poor Warren.
Like that, whatever they told him was not what happened.
You know he's there. Kill me. You guys love me? Kill me. Oh, man. We will start it up again tomorrow. 6 a.m. early break.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new,